Not going to happen here, most likely.
Hopefully not. But we mentioned how EG doesn't really have team fights. They're relying on kind of annoying heroes to just win in these mid-game engagements. Slark's the hero that if you survive that style of play, you can dominate. And EG...
I feel like TB was the answer almost no matter what.
They've done this so many times before. They've done the Brood, they've done the Terrorblade. Yeah. Their play style is get into the enemy side of the map. Terrorblade skips waves, Brood skips waves. You have no map to get out on.
Be fine up here, or is there potential for kills to be found by Beastcoast?
I mean, from what we've seen, these Svens are able to secure lanes pretty nicely, but it looks like they
good setup here. They will indeed. First blood for Beastcoast. Nice little combo there. Of course, between these two heroes, Snap and Mars, they'll be able to pull off much more of that to come here in the laning stage.
And they can do that to RTZ pretty much any time too, so he always has to be careful. It's a death that's kind of needed in a way. Like it's gonna happen there for the Sven, and it's better that he dies than the TB dies to this big burst damage that comes out from these two. But pretty low on HP.
I'm not opposed to taking the occasional bounty.
Down bottom, K1 able to rely on Stinger to continue to bring in the regen whilst he's working his way towards that second set of tangos here. Picked up. They then get the angle. Looking to follow up. It's another kill. Beastcoast combo here proving to be very strong, and as best as EG are trying to avoid getting caught in these situations, flying RTZ, Beastcoast still able to find these opportunities.
Yeah. It's pretty unavoidable. Like, they have the CM aura, so they're always able to spam their spells up here too, and they might even go for RTZ. Top.
He's on his own now. Underneath the tower. See if they can do this here, but Fly back in action and TP at the ready. He'll manage to turn up and make sure that the dive cannot continue, but really feel it already. Beastcoast finding these great chances to just get under that tower and aggressive. Fly, Cookie as well, under to Whisper to close the gap, but the stick charges will keep Fly fine. Beastcoast will have to reset a little bit. They're starting to fall low on the two of them.
But the rotation's coming in. Look how low these heroes on our EG are.
I mean, yeah, Fly and RTZ have to be careful. Here we go, Chris. He's looking for Fly.
He saw him?
Be able to catch him with the avalanche. He can. Fly's not going to be able to run away from this one. He'll pop the war cry, but a final blast from Kajira gets another. I mean,
in the rune,
he's going to be able to. Oh, with the remnant. Oh, he's in and he's out. Arbed will manage to still pick that up before Chris swings back towards the mid.
That would have been some pretty fortunate scenarios coming in. Of course, rune spawning top right when he's rotating. Does get the catapult last hit.
In this laning stage, no doubt about it. So they're dealing very well with the pressure and the setup that EG set up against them. Now with this movement from Gajira, they might find a chance to make a kill onto Nightfall. And with the pounds to blast to follow up into the Cookie, and indeed the Spider's gone. Beastcoast, they are doing an excellent read of where they can make these plays in this laning stage here. They're not letting a kill miss them at all here. 4-0 now.
It's similar to the way that we saw Thunder, the approach that they took versus EG, just this constant aggression. It's really nice moves coming after them, and now K1, soon to be getting level 6, so should be able to withstand down bottom on his own.
To keep control of that power room for sure.
They're actually going for the play here on mid.
Get the toss back. Cookie as well to follow things up.
It might be, oh, so close. Almost gets the frostbite onto Abed.
Same time up top. CEG now make a move on towards Mars. Look to threaten Whisper. He'll be able to spear back RTZ, but flying crit able to finish him off as EG finally get themselves a kill on the board.
Yeah, lane's starting to break pretty early on here. And Rune will spawn, and yep, Gojira, since he's staying in that area, will secure it with the 3 heroes. As we mentioned earlier, their drop does have a ton of ways to clear them out.
They'll try for the catch onto K1. Will scare him enough to pop the Shadow Dance immediately in return to the Bushwhack coming in from Crit. Top lane, Arena was dropped here. Looks like they made an attempt, but weren't quite able to pull it off this time. RTZ remains safe. We'll be able to continue to farm underneath the tier 1 top, underneath the tier 1 bottom. And trying to dive in past the tower. They know that K1's got no ultimate. He's already used the Shadow Dance. Further TP's coming in, trying to pounce away, but Crit able to time it perfectly with the Bushwhack, pulls him back. They take down K1. Lose Fly in return. We'll see if the rest of EG can get out. In fact, they might not want to get out because backups arrived. Arbed, he's also ready to dive underneath the tier 1 tower, but indeed he's hit the 6. They turn with a stun. Gajira, they just able to turn with a kiss. His takedown. Arbed takes down Crit. It started off as a smooth move from EG to try and pressure in, take down K1 whilst he didn't have the Shadow Dance. But then they tried to go for more, and that was not the move that they were going to get away with against Beastcoast there. A perfect time to hit the 6. Beastcoast turn it around, and Arbed, he's going to wish he didn't come down here at all. Whisper getting him on top of Arbed, and then with that opening stun, easily able to find time to get the follow-up spear. And it just locked down Arbed for the whole ult that was coming in.
And the crazy thing is, too, look at the tower HP in that bottom safe lane. After we see the Ember perhaps getting gone on a little bit.
We'll see if they can get it. They might. They might be able to. Again, the 3 stuns are there. times now, back-to-back in this area of the map. It's not been a great place for him to be.
No, and then we do see the tower. It is 100% HP. It has not been touched. This is a brood lane. Near 12 minutes, that dive not working out at all.
See around the mid. Chris ready to set up more, gets the toss back onto Fly, and of course back up, it's there, it always is here from Beastcoast. The three of them take down another. Fly falls. We'll see Arteezy turning up to the mid. This is quite an aggressive fight for the Terrapins to be involved in. I don't know if Arteezy wants to be in. The arena's there. What's going on? From Arbed, dying 2 times down on the bottom. Arteezy suddenly turns up to a very premature fight in the mid. 12 minutes in, he's stepping up to the mid high ground. You can't do that against Beastcoast.
He just had popped his meta too. Wanted to try to come in just for a quick kill onto a core, but Beastcoast, they're too fast around the map. EG's got to give more respect to these movements.
Absolutely.
This is devastating. Look at Nightfall even too, maybe.
And we've just seen it happen to Arbed, we've just seen it happen to Arteezy, and we've just seen it happen to Nightfall. EG losing course left, right, center here.
It's 12-2. I mean, this is looking just like thunder, really, the way that the aggression is coming out so early.
Even rougher, I think, in this early game.
Absolutely. K1 even looking to top.
Won't be able to do too much on his own.
Just steal some Agi. Super farm Snapfire.
Power rune in 9 seconds. Beastcoast, they'll want to make sure that Arbed doesn't get a hold of that.
They have the blink on Chris as well, too.
And the rune, and it is going bottom. Arbed able to grab it inside.
Chris is out of mana. They're trying to chase.
Kind of hard to chase though between these two. Yeah, further TPs are coming in. He'll latch on with the Searing Chains, but Arbed knows that he's got to be careful. Whisper turns up.
Arbed might still be in trouble.
I mean, he is indeed. The Remnants, it was laid down in a bit of an awkward spot, and of course, no struggle at all there for Chris to make sure he's there, ready and waiting. That's Arbed dead again.
And, I mean, they did not have the damage at all to try to go for the ton. They had the spin and the Ember, no Flame Guard. That was...
And the kills, they're just going to keep rolling in, by the way. Beastcoast, they find Fly out alone. It's 15-3 here, 14 minutes in. Beastcoast, there's just no slowing them down here.
They're oppressive on every single one of the lanes. Anytime somebody shows on EG, they get cleared out. Oh, look, some spiders as well, too. Whisper says thank you. Level 11 already on this Mars. Does have now, so let's see what they can do with it.
They're going to try and get something going here off the back of a smoke.
Feels difficult still.
For Chris here around the mid. TPs are going to come in. Shit, they can take down the Tiny. Stinger on the side, able to lay down the ult. EG there attempting to reach in to take down Chris, but Chris, he's out and he's alive. He's going to be fine. K1
Arteezy
into the front of the fight. He's in with the pounce on top of Arteezy. Avalanche as well onto the forward of Arteezy. Will be able to get the sun drop onto Fly. Arteezy back up to full HP. Arbed out of the fight. The arena's down. Spear will miss. So they won't be able to hold Arteezy in position. Arteezy's going to be fine for now. Now turns towards K1. Pounce back at the ready. Chris, he's in with the jump though. They've got the combo. The follow kisses Arteezy melting to the dash of the Snapfire. Gajira takes him down. So Arbed, is there more for him to find? He's going to try and keep the fight going, Arbed. Jumps over towards Chris. Chains and the further remnants, but the Avalanche is back up. Chris will still die. They get a kill and return, EG. Anything more for them to find? I mean, K1, Stinger, and Gajira, they're ready to continue this fight as well here. 4 versus 4. They want to keep the action going. They get the bushwhack set up onto Stinger, stun, into the angle of Crit Soul. EG find another.
Whew. I mean, they're pretty durable. You're definitely seeing that pipe coming into play. This 30 HP regen Broodmother just never getting low.
2-man cookie.
Let's
into
see.
the blast, but no further ability to send them back under the tower quite yet. So EG, they may lose Arteezy in the fight, but they do take down 2.
Yeah.
From Chris and Whisper down towards the bottom. Maybe seeing if they could catch out whoever turned up to clean up this bottom lane. It is Arbed.
Don't have the spear just yet. But they definitely have enough damage to control. The max frostbite is at the ready.
If Arbed shows again, that could be Beastcoast's key to go. And here we have it. Chris is in. Have a large toss. Spear back TPs are coming in, but it's not going to be soon enough to save him. Arbed taken out by the combo once again from Beastcoast.
It looked like he kind of maybe saw them, maybe thought he was going to be tanking up, but no, way too much damage, way too much control that Beastcoast does have down here. Again, just continuing to make all these beautiful plays. And I think that is going to be, yeah, the axe is going to be done now for K1 for Hector. He's having a phenomenal game, and they continue to shut down Arbed. 0-4-3 on this Ember Spirit.
See what sort of a defense EG can put together around these tier 1 towers. Now the Beastcoast are amping up the pressure on these lanes.
He's just so farmed on this Mars. 209 last hits.
Smoke up from EG. They want to try and take this fight. Already the Whisper's in. He's able to get the combo there. The 2-man spear onto Arteezy. The Avalanche form.
Oh my.
As Arteezy and Crit caught out out by Whisper. EG, is there anything they can find in return? They're trying to go for the Stinger. They will be able to take out the CM. K1 on the backlines has gone straight for Fly. Another spear pushing back Arbed and Nightfall. Arbed did have a remnant of the ready to get out, but Fly won't escape. Neither will Nightfall. An avalanche from Chris puts a stop to his TP out. There's 4 dead on EG. They're trying to get out and look for these fights. But Beastcoast, they're just prepared for them every single time. And this, of course, is the problem with how good Beastcoast is at jumping EG. RTZ just doesn't have the chance to get his BKB off.
Beastcoasts. I mean, even if he had those, the map is still pretty much there.
Mid K1. He knows now with the Zags, and of course with a minute left on the Aegis, he can start to tease around with EG right underneath their tier 4s.
Look how spooked they are. He forces the Wraith Pack. Like, that's how scared Nightfall is, even though he's at his tier 3. And we mentioned earlier, of course, that Wraith Pack is going to get cleared every fight from the little Shredder.
The setup on a Chris. Good force stuff there to get Chris out of the combo, away from the sharpshooter.
Early kiss is being thrown. Bit of a whiff.
Chris is falling a little low. He's holding on to the BKB. And Arbed, he's thinking about committing towards some Chris there, but jump forward. In fact, it's K1 that's going to be the one jumping on him, and now the spear followed. They'll be able to keep him locked down.
Oh, he didn't jump. He continued fighting inside. The Pounce waited and waited. Didn't want to jump away. Didn't expect Whisper.
And of course, but just before this fight, just so close to the BKB on the Ember. About a couple of hundred gold he was away, Arbed, but didn't have it for this fight. And now, beyond the racks, Beastcoast, they're ready to just continue diving in. Arteezy's TP'd over, but he's low on mana.
He has his BKB to walk away.
He has. He's TP'd in. It's a BKB and a move back to the base. So he'll heal up, but even when he's done, he won't be able to present himself here towards this barracks defense. As Beastcoast, they'll push on, force out the fortification.
I mean, they probably click on Whisper and they're like, oh god, he has another full round of everything because he has this refresher. We can't take the fight, and no BKB. Rax is going to drop. EG can do nothing but watch.
Straight over towards the mid. They may have lost the Aegis, Beastcoast, but I don't think they're going to feel they need to back off anytime soon.
He still has 72 agi, so wanted to get a little bit of poke. Now they'll reset the lanes.
Okay.
EG, all right, they've grouped up.
RTZ was able to finish his next time. He's picked up the Silver Edge.
All right, I mean, we'll see what it's going to be able to do. Do they even have the damage to go through any of these cores? Will they kill any of them?
I mean, we're talking about Gojira. He's been quite the problem. So getting rid of him at the start of the fight, not a bad move here for EG. See if they can get more. Beastcoast very quick to drop down the arena. Now K1 he's able to jump over towards Arbed. Arbed has got the BKB done for this fight, but there is a cost to bash on K1, so Arbed's got to be careful how close he keeps the slot. K1 turns over towards Nightfall. Nightfall able to get down to the low ground. Whisper will deal with Fly. A God's Rebuke to take him down. K1 jumps forward. He's looking to hunt down the Spider. Nightfall attempting to juke around the trees, and buyback comes out from Fly. EG. Another BKB for Chris is about to come to an end. RTZ attempting to close the gap on him.
They want to get one of these cores so bad.
I mean, Chris is getting pretty low down with the avalanche, but RTZ is able to finish him off. Stinger as well, looks to be in trouble, pops the Ghost Scepter, they'll block him up. RTZ will claim another double kill for Artur.
All right, seems like the plan is get on top of the Snapfire, remove Gojira from the fight.
Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan at all, as we saw there. They only had to commit one buyback there, EG, Fly.
And now it's scouted.
EG, they have hit the timing here with the smoke themselves. They'll try and get over
See what
towards
they can
this
do.
area, knowing that potential is there for Roshan to be back up.
So many eyes early on RTZ. If he can actually just stay alive in the fights,
he does a fair bit of damage. He's crit with the jump. I mean, it's not a bad jump again. They found Gojira to start the fight. They're in onto the Snapfire. They've taken him down. K1 turns over towards Crit. Crit trying to get away with the pounces in. Whisper goes in with the arena, but the BKBs are out from EG. We see Arbed look to chase down Stinger. Stinger will die before the TP is successful. The BKBs from both sides about to come to an end. So he's able to continue on further.
I mean,
without the BKBs, I mean, it looks to be
they're
EG.
going in themselves now.
See, having the meta still going, they feel they're stronger around the pit. They were able to eliminate the 2 supports.
Whisper still has another round of ult. It's gonna refresh. He does get seen. The illusion's on him.
Chris is in with the jump. 3-man avalanche. There's the arena. Will be able to lock down Arbed with the spear. They've taken out the Ember. Arbed does have a buyback available if he wants to commit towards this Roshan fight. And Nightfall trying to escape the arena, but he's trapped in. Takedown by the God's Rebuke. Whisper dies in return. He'll immediately buy back to get over towards the Roshan once again. But Roshan is falling fast here to EG. Chris, he's in with the jump. RTZ is pretty low. The top goes there. The line of the spear. RTZ goes down. As EG, they attempted to finish off the Roshan, but they didn't respect the buyback there from Whisper and the ability for Beastcoast to jump into the pit once more.
So many ways, as we mentioned from earlier, it's just tons of ways for them to jump in and out of these fights as K1. What a pounce, gets the catch. They're able to reset, right? Even though they lost Gojira, didn't have the buyback, Beastcoast is able to reset in and out of the fights a few times, and they do get that catch. They get it onto Abed, and then Chris gets the perfect toss-up onto EG looking to maybe take advantage of the fact that Beastcoast might be kind of chilling back here. Maybe they can catch something big.
The moves they do make at this point, they seem risky, but they have to take these risks, EG.
They're sending
the only way they get back into the game.
Yeah, they're sending the spiders to scout all over. We're seeing them Nightfall up top lane, so they're trying to find somebody bottom side. And look who it is again.
It's Gojira. He's able to get the force stuff off in time to break away from the bushwhack, but still RTZ chases him out. A further force and a jump with the cookie will dodge the sharpshooter, so Gojira this time will live.
And now EG's got to run.
And they certainly have it. The Snapfire's alive. Things are probably going to go rather bad for EG. As Fly goes down, RTZ holding on to his BKB for now.
They know where he is, though. Whisper, he gets
the spear! Oh, BKB is there from RTZ, and immediate response is the bashes are there from K1, though RTZ needs help, but it isn't there. The bash is there, the silence as well, RTZ goes down. No buyback available for him as Beastcoast, they're ready to go for more. Abed able to BKB TP out. But EG, they've got to try and hold here with just the three of them against the full 5-man push from Beastcoast. No RTZ for nearly a minute.
Alright, that's mega creeps for sure. RTZ stepped up, got speared. I know this was a fight that they tried to get a catch onto the snap, and they were fully surrounded.
The two times they've managed to come out top was when they've been able to catch Gojira. Outside that they couldn't, and indeed they'll tap out. There's no coming back from this position. GG is called. Beastcoast here in game one, looking as hot as ever really here against EG. A couple outside of the two rough fights, it was pretty much perfection from really Beastcoast.
The last pick then coming out from Beastcoast is going to be that Brewmaster, and you know, don't worry, it takes years, but you can ignore slacks. So after a while, yeah, it's okay. But we have him on the drip when we need him. So.
And as mentioned in that pre-game interview too, you know, Gojira, Nyx Assassin, very much one of the supports of the tournament, it really feels like, in terms of heroes. I mean, what makes this so good right now? He's still got a mango and a stun back in 7 seconds.
I mean, he
might be a little
dead.
Maybe he can get the deny. No, won't be able to do so. So Crit will manage to chase him down and get that first blood.
5 Mirana, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to start seeing that in your phones probably. Looks, I mean, honestly, if you go for like the chase when people are pulling creeps, it's pretty good. You do pretty decent, right? The harassment and stuff. Nicely done from Crit. And now also, so looking at this mid matchup, we see the Ember doing pretty well. He actually has potential to get rotations from the arrow from Crit too. Didn't actually find anything though. Nightfall, still level 5.
Won't be able to get Gojira here. A Frostbite. And with both spells on cooldown, has the Verify, but another leap's there from Crit. He'll get and take the kill. Chris able to find Flight in return back in the river.
Let's get a trade for it. Abed with the DD. Very strong rune on the Ember Spirit early on here with the Max Light.
Chris has got to stay right back. I mean, he knows that if Abed hits another slight, very likely that Abed will dive the tower for him. Yeah, Chris gets right back and into the triangle.
Perhaps time. But Carapace is really annoying.
It is very much. Bottom Nightfall having to drop the roll straight away to give him a chance to run. And Whisper, Primal split to the ready, and already a bit of a body block coming in with K1 and the micro of his illusions. Leaves no escape for Nightfall. So Raw expended, wasn't able to get out alive. At the same time, at another entry point of the jungle, they find Crit hovering around the stairs. So a couple of kills for Beastcoast as they make sure that EG does not feel too safe coming back over to their half of the map. So a bit, sort of a different spread of value that you'll expect to see grow for each of Beastcoast cores this time round.
Let's see what EG can find. Whisper shows himself, he's quite durable though.
The split still on cooldown. TP reactions coming in. See if EG can get the kill quick enough. They're struggling to kill him at sort of the pace that they would hope for. RTZ continues to push on, will get him. They lose Crit in return. We'll see if RTZ can get out of this. He has the Infest, is able to jump into Abed, and Abed, with a Remnant at the ready, will be able to deliver RTZ back to safety.
That was close. If that stun catch, it actually almost catches the both of them there, could potentially be a disaster, but they do end up cleaning up Whisper. They do get a trade out of it though, so Beastcoast not able to set that tempo yet.
Might be able to get Stinger here. Fly. He's got it. Quick Frostbite, and the setup's there for RTZ to pick up a nice bit of bonus gold. Gets the kill.
I mean, look at his positioning there. A little aggressive there from Stinger.
I mean, he's been sort of living life up on this top area of the map for quite some time. Arrow, that's swiftly done there. Arrow is already coming in, and Abed able to make sure that Chris is held in position for it to hit bang on target.
I mean, these two Beastcoast heroes completely in no man's land. Nobody even relatively close to them. The ward, of course, coming into play there from EG, kind of seeing that the Lesh was alone in that top lane.
They're taking it down pretty quick though, EG. So Beastcoast, they'll have to make a move soon if they want to try and stop this.
They do have this song in a second. The Naga's not.
It's already gone. Abed able to get the kill, get the Aegis. We'll see Beastcoast now popping the ultimates. Whisper leading him with the primal split, but EG, they themselves are split up.
Look at Crit.
I think they're going to see him now. Moonlight comes to an end, so Crit will die.
Oh, and also they catch Fly, it looks like.
Abed's also got to be a bit cautious. He has the Remnant at the ready to dodge the split up. But indeed, the two supports are going to be in trouble. Fly's going to do a fair bit of damage to Whisper with the ultimate, but he will still slowly die back up towards the mid. Actually, Kajiri's able to get the stun out to the two of them, but Nightfall, Brian has the roll ready, turns towards Kajira to take out the Nyx Assassin, and now RTZ's ready to chase down more, gets a double, takes out Stinger. As EG might be able to keep this fight going. Change there from Abed, but he's starting to lose his mana. Chris turns, looks for the stun, but nice sidestep there from Abed. Abed still ticking down very low. That's the Aegis gone. As he's down the ones, they've got to be careful about this Lesh. Chris charging through the middle of the fight. So to burn down Nightfall so they can kite him out and control him further. TPs are coming in. They're surrounding the Leshrac, but they're being careful how they commit for this. They know that Chris is very, very strong here on the Lesh. And EG, they won't be able to hold him back. So Chris manages to get back out of there. A nice bit of action for EG overall. Sure, you know, Beastcoast, they're able to take that Aegis quite quickly out of the hands of Abed.
Gotta get something big. EG, they need to find something.
Vested into Nightfall. He's ready to try and play off the back of a Blink Roar initiation from the Beastmaster. There's an Arcane Rune in the river though, so Chris, he'll have that ready for the next fight. Still with nearly 3 minutes on the Aegis, it's not easy for EG to jump anyone outside of the supports. Fly will start to try to start things here, and they will follow up onto Stinger. They'll get the Roar off as well.
Okay, they'll get the two supports. Pretty good grabs.
See if they can do anything off the back of killing the two supports.
They gotta fix the lanes. The lanes are all constantly pushed in, either from the Naga Siren or from the Chen creeps. Their whole jungle is actually also just being farmed from Chen.
Back up to the high ground on the bottom lane.
They're gonna pop the Rax glyph. Wanting really to hold on to those tier 3s. Don't have another glyph after this. Now the push continuing.
RTZ is going to try and get in on the fight. Steps up towards K1. Nightfall, he has the Roar.
Got the song off.
Get the arrow as well. Rage into the BKB. So a long time here that RTZ is going to be able to continue to beat in onto the Naga Siren, but it's still just not enough damage. He's only down to pretty much half health here, K1, as he backs away. They'll kill Chris. That's the Aegis gone. A quick infest here from RTZ as he looks to stay alive. They'll get the opening stun onto Chris. Out to the side though, Abed's been held up by the split up.
K1,
RTZ chase him outside of the base. K1's getting low, falls to the side. They're trying to separate K1 from the lifesteal, and they'll be able to do so. K1's fine for now. As RTZ also falls back up to the high ground of his own base.
It connects.
Nice little arrow there onto Stinger. So once again, EG getting the two supports, taking that Aegis away a little early from Chris.
Damage is going to be quite a lot higher in this next fight. And they're looking to get aggressive. They're actually looking for more.
See what they can make a quick jump towards. In with the Remnant, Abed. Quickly sweeping the map. He's managed to get his way over towards Chris.
Got Lotus though.
They're underneath the tier 2 arrow. Is going to hit. Crit gets the angle. That's Chris going down. EG, they'll definitely want to try and continue to fight on for more. Kajira turns with the sun onto the two of them. Indeed, over towards the mid lane. They have the Roar set up onto K1. No further damage output for now, though, as K1's got the backup of Stinger.
Nothing to stop this CM ult. We'll clear out all those illusions.
TP over from Whisper.
EG now looking to bail. Another net.
And trying to fly. So they want to try and tackle K1. I mean, RTZ's going to go for the squishies first. Go straight for Stinger. Takes down a second support. See if they can get K1.
Beastcoast.
Very much for sort of the first time this game where Beastcoast are the ones that are having to play a little more cautiously. Looks like they'll still hold back a little bit here, EG.
Yeah, Abed, he keeps a Remnant there, goes back, is starting to clean up the counter push.
We'll get a bit of setup
in the area.
Onto RTZ, who'll be thrown into the air by Whisper. RTZ popping the Rage, he's going to try and get on top of K1. Look at the illusions out, turns now over towards Chris. The Rage finishing, RTZ's got to be careful, gets caught by the split up. We'll be able to force him back to safety, infest into Fly, he's fine for now.
Crit.
He's gone. RTZ trying to go for round 2, but as soon as he comes out the infest, they catch him with the opening stun. Will manage to get the BKB off, and with that BKB duration, stays on top of Stinger. RTZ now godlike, he's ready for more, turns towards Kajira, Rage at the ready, so after the BKB comes to an end, RTZ can continue to push on. In fact, no, he's going to opt to use the rest of the Rage to TP out.
if he gets bashed. I don't even think K1 actually got the hit on him there, but that was close. They actually got the stun there. Gojira, the two-man stun, it catches the Lifestealer and the Beastmaster in the back, so kind of splits the fight up. EG do get pushed away. Stun does connect, starting to burn away some mana. I mean, mana is pretty important on RTZ.
That is.
Rage and BKB, like,
That's
look
true.
at Halberd, Rage, BKB, like, he actually has to be very careful how he uses these. Now he has Infest, so he has 240 mana.
They're gonna get the jump on Chris in the mid. The rest of Beastcoast to try to make an aggressive move on towards Fly, but Chris was left behind, and EG, they move immediately to punish that.
Great Infest blink play there from Nightfall on RTZ.
So they can get around the mid now.
Ooh, might be able to get Gojira too.
But K1 is around, and the mana's gone on Arbed. K1 turns, has the root, has the bash as well, holding him in position. As he steps across, there's no saving Arbed.
I mean, this diffusers, it's really being a problem for the BKBs, right? They keep getting burnt and they can't pop their BKBs because of it.
And you see as well, Chris committed with the buyback. So he really wants to just join the push.
They know
or maybe go for the roast. That looks to be indeed what they're going to do.
It's an agonist, too.
K1.
All three lanes are getting sieged.
What do you do if you're EG? You've got to do something. They're going to try. Nightfall, he's looking for a raw target, turns towards Chris.
Lotus is up.
Has to be careful as he holds back on it for now. RTZ's in with the bashes. They're bringing Chris down pretty quickly. That'll be him down the ones. Arbed jumps in. He's going to get caught out by the spike characters, but at the same time, just does get yielded into the air. RTZ, he's focusing down on Nagasara, and K1's going to get forced aside. He's going to get the sword bar. He's got the BKB up, able to charge him with a remnant, take down K1. He's ready for more. Looks over towards Gojira inside the base. RTZ, he'll die. Chris just charging into the disco pony. Pony just destroying them all.
Holy crap. And Chris just killed them all.
And there's no buyback on RTZ. He's a hell of a lot short on the gold here. 1,500 gold he does not have here to get back in on the action.
Chris isn't done.
They're going to try and hold with the three of them. And indeed, Chris is ready to chase him back up towards the fountain. Runs down Nightfall, and he's not done yet. He's full HP, and he's got plenty of mana to play with. The buyback comes out from Arbed. As EG, they scramble back towards the fountain. They've got to try and hold and keep their cool here for 50 seconds now without RTZ.
They're going to get megaed. And there's still the cheese as well on Chris. Oh my god, dude, the damage that he did. They focus fired K1, but they ignored the Lesh for a bit. Look at this 12,800 damage.
This is at least going to be the mega creeps here. Can they really slow down Beastcoast for this 30 seconds? I don't know if they can.
I don't know if they can. 30 seconds seems like a big window. This Edict is about to come back up. It's got the 25 talent too.
The first tier 4 falls. The second shortly to come.
It's going
The
down,
Ancient's
Owen.
exposed. As Beastcoast, they're looking to close it up. EG, they'll go for one final attempt at holding back Beastcoast, but they're just focusing the Ancient. EG, there's nothing to be done. GG, it's called. Beastcoast will be moving on. And this is the end of the road for Evil Geniuses this year.
Oh my, South America has taken out EG. Back-to-back series, 2-0 both times. Oh my god. Beastcoast, the team that got EG into TI, now they've taken it away. Oh my god.
I mean, they've got to be feeling fantastic. From the first game, they're complete dominance from start to finish, and then the second one, a bit of a different approach, more sort of just focusing on and K1 becoming this incredible beast that couldn't be dealt with. He was just at the top of the farm and far ahead for the entire game. It just got too much at the end of the game. EG able to pull together pretty much the better defense that we've seen out of both of these series, but it just still was not good enough.
Yeah.
Once again today, the South American teams coming out on top, and Beastcoast this is a team on LAN. It's so hard to prepare for them because they just hit another level when they get out there in front of the crowd.